Welcome back to Quietly Secure. Artificial intelligence has moved from something most people only heard about to something many of us now use every day. It helps write emails, summarises documents, creates images, answers questions, explains complicated subjects, and increasingly, people are asking AI systems things they would have previously searched for themselves. But this raises an important question. Can you trust the answers? The simple answer is, sometimes. And that answer is probably less satisfying than a simple yes or no, because artificial intelligence is neither a search engine nor a person. It's something different. And understanding what it is and what it isn't is the key to using it safely. When most people ask AI a question, they imagine something similar to asking an expert. They think, I ask a question and it found the answer. But that's not quite what happens. Modern AI systems generate responses by recognizing patterns from enormous amounts of information. They predict what a useful response might look like. They're extremely good at producing language that sounds natural. But sounding correct and being correct are two different things. This distinction matters. One of the most interesting things about AI is that it communicates confidently. Humans naturally associate confidence with knowledge. Someone who speaks clearly and explains something well feels trustworthy. But confidence isn't proof. A person can confidently be wrong. And AI systems can produce answers that sound convincing while containing mistakes. These mistakes are often called hallucinations. The name sounds dramatic, but the idea is simple. The AI has generated something that appears plausible but isn't accurate. So why does AI get things wrong? There are several reasons. First, AI doesn't understand information in exactly the same way humans do. It recognizes patterns. It doesn't have personal experience. It doesn't have common sense in the way that humans develop it through life. Second, information changes. A system may not know the latest events. Third, some questions simply don't have clear answers. Humans often disagree. Experts debate, research evolves, AI has to navigate that uncertainty. Understanding limitations doesn't mean avoiding AI. Quite the opposite. AI can be incredibly valuable. It can help explain difficult concepts, brainstorm ideas, summarize information, improve writing, explore possibilities, and help people learn. The key is understanding the type of task. AI is excellent as a thinking partner. It is less reliable as the final authority. A useful comparison is a calculator. A calculator can perform calculations far faster than humans. But you still need to enter the right numbers, and you still need to understand whether the result makes sense. AI is similar. It can accelerate thinking, but human judgment remains important. There is another connection to earlier episodes. Convenience changes behaviour. When something becomes easy, we naturally rely on it more. The danger isn't using AI. The danger is outsourcing all thinking. If we stop questioning answers because they arrive instantly, we lose one of our most important skills: curiosity. The safest AI users are not the people who distrust it. They are the people who understand it. They ask better questions. They check important information. And they use AI to support decisions rather than replace judgment. For example, a good question might be, help me understand the different options. Less safe is, tell me what decision I should make. The first encourages thinking, and the second transfers responsibility. As AI becomes more common, trust will become more complicated. We won't just ask, is this information available? We'll ask, where did the information come from? How confident should I be? What evidence supports it? These are not new questions. They are the same questions we've always needed to ask. AI simply makes them more important. Artificial intelligence is one of the most powerful tools we've created. But like every tool, its value depends on how we use it. A hammer can build something, a hammer can also cause damage. AI is similar. It can help us understand more, create more, learn more, but it still requires something technology cannot replace: judgment. The future isn't about humans competing with AI, it's about humans learning how to work alongside it. The people who benefit most won't be those who blindly trust AI, nor those who reject it completely. They'll be the people who understand both its strength and its limitations. Thank you for listening to Quietly Secure. Next time, we'll explore another question that becomes more important every year: digital reputation. Who are you online? Because in a world where everything leaves a trace, our digital identity is becoming part of who we are. Until then, stay curious, stay calm, and as always, stay quietly secure.